Hey friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I want to sit down with you guys today and do a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. I recently took a trip to my local Ulta and the e.l.f. display had so many new things. Some of them are actually new, others were just new to me. Yeah, so I'm really excited to put this stuff all over my face and see what works and see what doesn't. And hopefully by doing that, you guys can go out and make a smart purchase as far as what you think might work for you. So let me put my hair back and we are going to get started. Okay, the first thing that I want to try out for you today is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now this is not a new product. I remember it came out I think like a year ago and everyone was raving about it because it was so similar to the Tatcha Putty Primer. I have not tried this. I have tried the Tatcha, so I will be able to compare, but the new product is that they came out with a brush that is specifically designed to put the putty primer onto your face. All right, so here's the putty primer and we're just gonna take a little on the brush here. I'm just going to put this in my T-zone. This putty primer feels kind of cooling on the skin. It's nice. And this brush is nice too. To be honest, it just to me feels like a smaller version of a foundation brush. So this would probably work for foundation as well as like a travel size. I'm usually a sponge girl when it comes to foundation, but some people aren't. In my last video, I reviewed this Camo CC cream and I have to say it's awesome. I loved it, especially for the price. It's $14. It's fantastic. It lasted so long, really like all day. I applied it in the morning. I think I went to bed around, well, all right, I'm a bit of a grandma. I probably went to bed around like 9:30. Or I took a shower around 9:30, so I took my makeup off then. Now I'm also going to be applying this with the e.l.f. sponge. I've never used this before. I took it out of the package just to moisten it a bit. And it definitely gets bigger than the Real Technique sponge. I was putting it underwater. I'm like, wow, this is growing. I'm gonna take one pump of this and see how far that gets me. That's probably gonna be enough. Got it around my nose. All right, this sponge is doing the job. It feels like it's a little more porous, I guess, than the Real Technique sponge that I'm used to using. So I feel like it is sucking up a little more of the product, but it is blending it nicely. Okay, right off the bat, I'm gonna say that I still prefer my Real Technique sponge to this one. This one, yeah, it's more porous, it's sucking up more of the product. I guess I just prefer a slightly more dense sponge. And I am going to layer it up a little bit around my nose because that's where I have some redness that I'd like to conceal as much as I can. Also, this is where like the mask hits me and tends to rub off, so I just like putting a little extra on that area. And I still have like half a pump left. I mean, I know I'm not trying to cover up any like significant acne scars or anything, but for a full application, a half a pump is pretty damn good. Moving on to a product that I am really excited to try out. Only because it reminds me of the Yves Saint Laurent concealing wand thing, and that is the Flawless Brightening Concealer. I have it in the shade Fair 15 Warm. Yeah, so it does have the applicator just like the Yves Saint Laurent wand does. And we'll see how many clicks it's gonna take for any product to come out, because normally it takes like at least a minute of clicking. Ooh, this feels nice. It feels kind of silky. All right, let's see. Ooh, that's nice. feels very silky, very, very moisturizing, which is fantastic. And it doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels really light, really light. And the color is, I think, a perfect match. Yeah. I feel like it did brighten my under eyes. Exactly what it said it should do. I didn't pick up an e.l.f. powder. I'm just gonna go in with the Huda Beauty powder in the color Pancake. It's what I usually use. And then go over, just lightly powder the T-zone. All right. So that's on. I think it looks really nice right now, but of course, concealer, you know, can find its way into all those little nooks and crannies and cracks and wrinkles, fine lines. So we're gonna have to see how this one wears. Okay, let's move on to the next step, which is bronzer. I have a primer infused bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. It says for long lasting wear, so yeah, we'll see how that works out. Okay, I shifted you guys over a bit because I have giant windows in front of me here and the lighting was getting a little weird. You can also see the ring light in the back, which I'm sure is a huge YouTube faux pas, but you know what, we're just gonna go with it because whatever. We're here for the makeup, right? Yeah. Start up here. Okay. We'll put some on the double chin here. Okay, well this went on really nicely. It was easy to kind of blend out. I didn't use that much, but it's definitely something that I can tell is gonna be buildable. It's pretty. I think it's a little on the warmer / orangey side for me. It's just not really my preference. However, I'm sure this would work for people who aren't quite so translucent as I am. Let's move on to the Putty Blush. I know the shade, you're like, what are you doing, Jill? The shade is way too dark for you, and yes, you are very correct. However, I just loved the color of it, and it says that it's buildable, so I'm like, maybe if I just use a little bit. All right, so here it is on my hand. That was like with 3 swipes of it, so it definitely is buildable. They're not wrong. I mean, this is a little dark for me right now, but I think if I just go in with 1 pass, it'll probably be a-okay. Just kind of dab it in here. Okay, I don't know if this type of brush is gonna work because it's just depositing like it all in kind of little mini clumps. So I'm gonna go in with the sponge again and see if I can just smooth that out. You know what, let's actually take some on my finger. I'm just gonna dot it here and then blend it out with the sponge. That seems to be the better way to do things, people. That's a really pretty blush. Really pretty. I'd be interested in trying more of the shades for sure. And they're right, it's totally buildable because this is very dark, I'm very pale, and yet it's not coming across as like clown makeup. This one is called Bali, just an FYI if I didn't mention that before, sorry. Yeah, it's very like tanny, terracotta, you know, just sun-kissed right off the beach of Bali, perhaps, as the name suggests. Let's move on to whatever is next. What's next? What do you apply after blush? You apply some eye stuff. All right, let's put some eye stuff on. We shifted again because this lighting is just really pissing me off. You can still see the ring light in the back, but I don't know what to tell you. Let's move on, or keep moving rather, and try the Lash Out Loud e.l.f. mascara. It only came in 1 color, which is the color black. This is really ridiculous. Why is it so hard to get in here? There we go. All right, let's try and put this on without me looking absolutely insane, which I can't promise you that will happen. So it has one of those kind of spiky brushes. It's pretty, okay, it's a little wiggly, but not that wiggly. I'll be honest, I always kind of prefer the softer bristles. I don't like the plastic ones. I feel like the plastic ones tend to deposit more of that line that you get, like that awkward eyeliner line. Excuse me. Okay. This is fine. Well, first and foremost, I should take a minute and tell you that I have the most average eyelashes in the history of eyelashes. They're just so average. There's nothing at all remarkable or distinctive about them. They're just average and boring. And I have tried every lash serum that has ever been invented. I said this before in my last video, and folks, they all work. However, they sting my eyes and make my eyes so irritated that, I mean, to the point where everyone just thinks I have allergies. I might have these gorgeous long lashes, but if everyone thinks I'm just constantly stoned, that's really just not the look I'm going for. So please, while we're on the topic of lash serums, if anyone has the same reaction problem with lash serums as I do, and they've found one that works for them, please, please, please let me know. I sound desperate. I mean, it's just eyelashes. It's really not that big of a deal. But that being said, I would still really like to know. Yeah, this is just fine. Average. We'll go in with a little second coat. Oh, now they're getting spidery. So second coat equals spiders. No, I don't like this. Let's try it on the bottom. No, 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 no. We're done here. No. All right. Don't waste your time. However, let me just mention that this concealer is looking really nice right now. So still holding up. I got a little mascara mark right here. So I'll just wait till that dries and then we'll take it off. All right, we're gonna move on here and try this e.l.f. Brow Wow in the color Taupe. Yeah, so first and foremost, I'm going to fill my brows in. I just used the L'Oreal pencil. So let me do that real quick off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll try the Brow Wow. Oh, the color's nice. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be. I have it in the Taupe. Let's see if it's, oh. I think it looks really nice, and it did, you know, amp up my brows a little bit, for sure. And the color is nice too. I think for blondes, it can be a little more difficult to find a nice eyebrow color thing, because sometimes they can look a little too warm or a little too cool, and sometimes you take it out of the tube and it almost looks like, has like a green tinge to it, and that's not fun. But I do like this. This looks good. Okay, we have one product left, and that is the Hydrating Core Lip Shine. This is a new product to e.l.f., not just to me, and I got it in the shade Happy. I am going to line my lips first because I pretty much always line my lips. I'm gonna do it with the Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. It's awesome, it's the best, I love it. I've gone through like 5 of these already. Okay, there we go, lips are lined. Let's break into this. All right, this has this really cute little like heart in the middle of it. That's adorable. All right, I just swatched it here. It's like a nice nudie pink, nothing too crazy. Let's see how it goes on. Okay, it smells a little weird. It smells kind of like crayons. Oh, this is really pretty. Oh, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. It feels really moisturizing. Yeah, this goes great. It goes great with the lip liner that I use, which is a staple of mine. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this a lot. Definitely recommend it. And let's look at the price. This was $6. I think that's a great price. This feels really nice, if I haven't said that 8 million times already. Guys, I think we made it to the end. I think I put all of the products I bought on my face. All right, thank you guys for sticking around for this video. Yeah, so this is the final look. Yeah, I think it looks really nice overall. I've already said that I love the e.l.f. CC cream, Camo CC cream. It's fantastic, it's awesome. If you're in the market for a new foundation, a CC cream, whatever, go ahead and try that one out first before you move on to something maybe high-end. Because for $14, it's really fantastic and it's a great deal. And if I didn't tell you before, I used the shade Fair 120N. So yeah, grab that, you will not be disappointed. I like the concealer a lot. However, I think it might be I don't know, I can't tell if I need a little more coverage. You'll probably say, yeah, Jill, maybe a little more coverage. And you wouldn't be wrong. However, it just went on so nice. It kind of silky when you put it on. It felt moisturizing and nice, and it's not so far setting into any sort of fine lines. I've had this on for about an hour and a half, I'd say, maybe, just because I've taken some breaks here. Usually by this time, if it's a concealer that sinks into fine lines / wrinkles, then it would have already done that, and it hasn't yet. So I'm happy about that one. Not a huge fan of this, only because I think the shade is wrong for me. I'm pretty pale, obviously, and this only comes in one shade. So I just don't think this is gonna work for me. I think it's a little too warm for my skin tone, and so it comes across a scotch orangey, and no one wants that. The Putty Blush, I think is really pretty. I'm not like blown away, but at the same time, it's like $6. So, I mean, I think it gets the job done. I think it's nice, it's a pretty color. The mascara, just like throw in the trash. Absolutely not, no. Oh, another product that I really like is it's the Brow Wow. I like this one a lot. It's dried down, not stiff or crunchy, which is good, but it definitely feels like my brows are not going anywhere, which is important. And I really like the shade. We also have this. Do I think a brush is necessary to put primer on? No. However, this is a nice brush. I think if you normally use a brush for foundation and you want a travel size version or just a really cheap, good one, try this. Also, this primer is really nice. I don't have a ton of pores to conceal, so I can't sit here and tell you that I see a big difference because I don't. However, I will see a difference in like how shiny I get in the T-zone area, because I do sometimes get shiny, even though I do have dry skin. And the lip stuff, I really like it. I really, really, really like it. You know what this reminds me of? Charlotte Tilbury, she has a lip shine version of Pillow Talk, and guys, this really reminds me of it, except it's even more moisturizing. I think we've rounded everything up. I think we've reviewed everything I bought. Yeah, so I have no idea how long this video is gonna be. If you're still here, thanks. I appreciate that. Obviously, I'm new to this, and there's a huge learning curve. I need to figure out this lighting because this like ring light thing in the back here is absolutely awful. If you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. I have 2 subscribers so far, so rock on, guys, thank you. I do have some videos planned that are more makeup videos coming up that are already in the works. I might switch over at some point and do some pregnancy related videos because I am, oh, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see. Oh, you can see by the amount of chins I have. I am 7 months pregnant. So I might do a couple pregnancy related videos, and at some point I'd love to do some style videos. So yeah, subscribe, please leave a comment, tell me any sort of tips and tricks on how to make better videos for you guys, because I am most definitely open to suggestions. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking with this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.